Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Bobby. Oh, you look all technical. Were your earphones in and that?
I know, when I'm sat outside and catching some rays.
He looks like a little director.
Director of what? Nice to see everybody. Hi. Not just you, Emma. Not just you, Bobby, but everybody out there who's watching on Facebook and YouTube. Nice to see you. It's Wednesday night. It's Diva's Untucked. And, yeah, we're ready to go.
We're here.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. Hello to everybody joining us. Let's have a look who's joining us. Louise Merchington, Untucked. I thought it would be no costume. Honey, I wish it wasn't a costume. I am literally sweating like a glass rose ass sat here, honest to God. But I'm dripping. I feel like a piece of guttering in the massive rainfall. Honest to God, the sweat is dripping off me. I'm sorry. It's no glamour. It's not glamour.
Yeah.
It might look glamour, but it's not. What?
Tonight's going to be the night, you know. It's going to be the night.
What's going to be the night?
The night for what?
When all the viewers find out that Emma is actually a man.
Why? Oh, your tax is coming through, Pez. Is it?
We thought it wouldn't stay on.
Honestly, I feel
I've
like
been sat vacant for hours.
I feel like I'm going to be a real woman tonight because I really am going to have a fan in between my legs. It's warm here, I'm not complaining. But you know what I think? Just hypothetically speaking. Hi, Maria. Hi, dolls. Hi, Maria Pet. Nice to see you.
What's speaking? What did you just say? Who's speaking?
What?
You said somebody speaking. Who?
Oh, I can't remember. I've lost all train of thought. Emma, until you when you.
No, begins with a H. Did you say how was speaking?
Oh, Emma, I can't hear you.
What?
Quite
Can you not
nice.
hear me volume?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you just keep rocking backwards and forwards. You think you're freaking Gary Barlow. You get on your tits. But no, I'm not. I feel like the only way I'm going to have a fan in between my legs tonight is if it's like a blowing fan because it's warm. But I'm not gonna complain. But do you know what I think? I don't know what everyone else is thinking.
Don't think, love. Hurt.
Have you noticed, like, since we've been in lockdown, the weather's been beautiful?
It has been.
Yes.
I've got a theory.
What's your theory? Come on, tell us.
It's because there's no pollution. There's not as many cars.
Well, that's it.
There's not as many planes. No nothing. And I reckon the reason why the weather's beautiful is because we are no longer harming the planet. I feel like an activist.
Well, it wasn't invented.
Well, I would be harming the planet. I would be harming the planet if I was laid out there with me knockers out, like a tractor park crackling in the sun. Is that where Emma?
Well, somebody said to us, actually, because it is Diva Untucked, right? I think we should answer the questions that people ask, because some people on my pictures this week, I don't know if you've seen, I did half a face. I did half a face of like rainbow and half a face normal. And a lady commented and said, Tess, how'd you get a cleavage like that? And I'm like, well,
with a bronzer
like
powder.
You are?
With the bronzer.
Yeah, but I actually have a cleavage.
I think mine's just fat.
I have a cleavage, and people say to me,
they do look
huge.
Huge.
Get that cleavage? Well, I'm going to tell you. How I get it. It's a decent bra. It's a massive padded bra from Abby, and she pads them out, and literally I just pull them up like that. So I just pull up my boy boobs, and there you go, my man boobs, and I've got a pair of boobs and highlight them in. There you go. So that's how us queens do it. So if you want a little bit extra, shade in round there, a little bit of highlighter here, and push them up. Boom. There you go. Massive knockers.
Yeah.
You do have a cracking pair like Tess, I'm not going to lie.
Thanks, honey. Keep your eyes to yourself, honey. You shouldn't be looking at my tits. You should be looking at your own.
Meat I eat, fish I don't. Remember that.
You have to keep looking at your toes every time you want to see your nipples, don't you, Pez?
I do. I keep tripping up.
Do you know what I love, right? Talking of the weather being absolutely gorgeous, I'll always remember this story that a lady once told me. She said, I love lying out in the sun. I like going topless. But the only thing is, she says, you think you've got an all-over tan and then you get back in and you put your boobs where they're supposed to be and you've got white bits under your arms where they've been laid. I love it. So yeah, I'm quite lucky because I take mine out and put them in the bedside drawer. And then she said to me, yeah, is that when you go to bed? You lie down and they go in. So do you put them in the bedside drawer? I went, yeah. She went, yeah, so do I. One goes in one side, one goes in the other. Honestly, I was bad laughing. So nice to see everybody tonight. We've got loads of people tuning in. I can't believe you're tuning in because it's lovely outside. I thought you'd be sat in the garden or sunning your boobies on the porch or whatever. But it's nice. Everyone's saying they're loving you in the garden, Bobby.
That it needs, and I can't sit in the house and like this.
Oh, I can't. I don't like.
And I was topless, but there's been no gyms open, so no.
Oh.
Emma, it's your gym
Listen,
open.
honey, you want to thank your lucky stars that I'm not stood there with my knockers out.
You got excited, Emma, because you got told that McDonald's is open, and isn't that right?
Yes.
Ah.
I can't wait.
Emma, last
Yes,
night
honey.
we had a conversation, and I know we weren't going to mention this, but I'm going to have to because it's just come into my head. So we were talking last night, and we were stood like I was stood like yabbering on to her for absolutely ages. And anyway, I'm going. So Emma, blah about McDonald's, and she's over the moon, and she went, yeah, I can't wait for a hamburger. I said, oh, can you not? I said, oh, I can't wait for a beef burger. And she said to me, what's the difference between a hamburger and a beef burger? Emma. Right. Now, I'm going to ask you, honey, a few questions about meat. Now, you like meat, don't you?
Well, when I get some, I
don't mean that. I mean, like me. I'm going to ask you a few questions, right? Because a lady had said to her that she's got some sheep that she's going to send off for slaughter. Right? What?
I'm practically a vegetarian.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
So I said, and she went.
I am since this lockdown.
This woman breeding sheep. She says, all I can hear out the back of you is. I said, well, because she breeds sheep. Like, she's a farmer and she sends the sheep off to market. And she went, oh, what meat do you get from sheep? Emma, what meat do you get from sheep, honey?
Well, I know now.
And what are they?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, yes.
I'd rather you didn't, if it was all the same.
So what meat comes from sheep, Emma?
Well, you can get like, I don't know, like a chop.
What? A chop? Yeah, but what's it called, Emma?
Wait, is it like a sheep or like a lamb chop?
Well done!
Well
yes!
done.
And how do you know that?
Because I was told last night. But in my defence, I will say I don't eat lamb.
No, you don't. And then what did you say to me?
The smell of it makes me feel sick.
No,
Eh?
not that. And then you said, so what's in a hamburger? Emma, what's in a hamburger?
Ham.
Where does what animal is a beef burger, Emma?
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. For God's sake, what's this?
Right, can I just tell everyone? I said to Emma.
Oh, you just tell him.
I said to Emma, what meat is in a beef burger? And she said, a burger? And I went, yeah, but what animal does it come from? A pig? I went, no. Well, there's only pigs you get meat from. I said, well, what about a cow? No, they give you milk. bless you, Emma. We are going to have
only because when I was a child and I used to go through to Hoffel College, when we used to have like the odd day out, the cows were all lined up with these suctions on the teats. I'll say teats and not tits.
Well, you said
You
it
just said
anyway.
tits.
Hey?
You said it
You
anyway.
just said it.
What?
Tits.
I know, but the posh word for a cow's udder is a teat.
It's just a cow's udder.
Oh.
We would just call them tits. Don't you like the word tits? We like a pair of tits.
Emma said to me last night, so what is it that you have with pork chops? And I said, well, I like it with like chips, peas, and creamed mushrooms. And she said, so what does a pork chop come from? Emma, where does a pork chop come from?
Oh,
I love the fact that it's just a thing.
Pork!
It comes from pork. What animal's pork?
Pork, pig.
Well done. Oh, Mr. God. Oh, bless her.
You didn't expect that one though, did you?
It's like educating pork talking to you. Honest to
Hey,
God.
I'm not pork.
So has anyone been to work today? Emma, have you been to work?
No, I've had the day off.
Well, there's loads of people out there that are currently working, and it's been absolutely scorching. I haven't seen the light of day. I've been working on my laptop, never stopped all day. But what a few days it's been.
What have you been up to? Come on. Tell everybody what you've been up to.
Did she sound like a child there?
She did.
I've never stopped, honest to God. I've never stopped.
That's because you're a working girl now. You're a working girl.
Emma,
And
choose your words carefully, please.
Well, you are. You're a girl and you've been working. So you're a working girl.
Emma, choose your words carefully. A working girl's a prostitute. I've told you this before. Choose your words carefully. But yes, you're right.
You're a girl. Well, kind of.
half the time.
Half the
Debatable.
time.
Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not.
working?
We're all friends here around me.
Working.
I'm working. I've been
So
working.
in my eyes, honey, you're a working girl.
Well, I am. I'm back to work on Friday night with the Dream Boys. I'm literally, I've been working my backside off. But yeah, I'm excited because Paul Rowe said to me today, Tess, you've been in a dress more times than you've been, than you normally are. But no, I'm trying to keep things as normal as possible. I usually work 5 nights a week, but now I'm working 4 nights a week, and I'm loving it, everybody. Keeping a bit of normality and a bit of entertainment out there. I'm TikToking. I'm now working for Dream Boys, doing Dream Stream. I'm going to go back and work for them on a Friday night. I'm doing the Diva on a Wednesday and a Saturday. I'm loving it. I feel like I'm still at work.
Keeps you busy.
Oh, mind. I have to say, that Rogan who we interviewed off Love Island the other week, oh, he was absolutely, well, he is absolutely beautiful. He's gorgeous.
Emma, he wasn't on Love
What?
Island.
No,
He
I
wasn't
think it's
on
not.
Love Island. He wasn't on
Big
Love
Brother.
Island. No.
It's the wrong one.
But what's he on then?
X on the Beach.
Oh! I love that movie. You're right. Let's tell you, I do love that movie, right? So if we were characters, right? Tess, you could be Carrie, right? You Carrie. Cara could be Samantha. I would be Charlotte. Mr. Tickle could be like Mr. Big. And Bobby, you could be Rogan. Yeah, I do
What are you
love
on
it,
about?
mind. I love that movie. I do. I absolutely love it. It's true, though. I think that we would resemble the characters. Do you not think?
Emma, how can Bobby be Rogan? What character was Rogan?
Oh, Didn't he play one of Samantha's fellas or something?
No, Emma. He was on X on the beach, not Sex in the City, you stupid bitch.
Oh, oh hell! I wouldn't care. I've been talking to him all about Love Island when he's been messaging us. Oh,
No, you
me when
haven't.
we looking. I have.
And has he gone along with it?
And has he gone along with it?
Well, I've just been saying that when I saw you, you know, you were absolutely beautiful. You still are. And like, I've been having a bit like, I can't go into private, confidential messages what I've been having with my future husband.
But the thing is, Emma, you've been talking to him about Love Island, thinking he was on Love Island, but he was on X on the Beach. And then I've said X on the Beach, and you've just gone into Sex in the City.
I have. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, you were still putting kisses on the end of the messages and sending us like little like what they called voice notes.
Voice note.
I think I had, you know what though? I don't think my voice notes were working right because his voice notes were coming, right? But mine weren't. So like, I don't know whether I was trying to say too much in a message, but it was just cutting off. So I had to send him like little emojis, but one of the emojis was of a marrow.
And it's not a marrow.
It was meant to be like a winky face. It was meant to be a winky face with a love heart coming out the mouth, and I sent him a marrow instead. I've clearly sent a marrow to somebody before.
Emma, it's not a marrow.
Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking.
Emma, what's the marrow emoji?
You know what the marrow emoji is.
What colour's the marrow?
It's not that.
Now, I think mine's purple. My marrow is purple. It's purple. My marrow is purple, and it's got a green head.
Oh,
but your
can I go?
Your marrow must be the same as mine and yours.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's all the same.
Isn't your marrow purple with a green head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the emoji, yeah, but it's not a marrow, you stupid bitch. Look at you looking for a phone. It's in front of you.
Oh, yes, it is.
She's looking
I'm looking down. I was so shocked I'm thinking my phone. And then I'm looking at my tinny deodorant and my bottle of alien over there, and I keep thinking I need a good squirt.
Oh my. Emma, it's an aubergine, honey. It's not a marrow.
Well, I call it a marrow. My marrow is purple with a green head. I'm sure it is.
No, it's
two different things.
Oh my word. We are.
Anyway,
You are?
Who was the most famous person you've ever met?
Oh, we've met loads of people.
Loads of people.
Well, who was the most famous one?
Richard Branson, Cheryl Cole, Kylie Minogue,
yeah.
Anthony Deck. Who's been
when
most famous?
When we passed Kylie Minogue, right? I don't know whether we spoke about this before, but when we passed down, I can't get my words
We're at
out.
Saturday Night Takeaway.
Yes, right. When we walked past Kylie Minogue, we like kind of walked past her, but then kind of like walked back. It was like kind of one of those. It was like one of those trailers. You what?
We were like slow-mo, weren't we? We walked past one like that.
Yeah. And like, I was gobsmacked. I was like...
Did you not say hi?
I just wanted to touch her.
She was so small. She's about 5 foot. She's tiny. She's so skinny. I was thinking, how do you have a waist that small? Where does your organs go? And if you're going to have room for one more organ every now and again, I was thinking, well, where do the rest of her organs go?
I rest my case. I've been saying this for years. I don't know how my organs fit inside my body. I rest my case, Tickle. I rest my case.
What do you
don't know. Do you know what? I think it's a mystery. I do think it's a mystery. I do. I've said it for years. My waist is like the size of the palm of my hand. And I don't know
What
about
waist
all
size are
your
you, Emma?
things.
Emma, what waist
Emma, I
size are you?
think whatever mirror you're using, please send it over to mine because it's a feel-good mirror, honey.
It's a number. My waist size, it's a number.
Who? I know it's a number.
It
It's
used
a
to
big
be
number.
a solo number. Now it's a doubler.
It's always been a doubler, honey. It's always been.
Piss off. No, it hasn't
Who's
been
your
a
favourite
doubler.
celebrity? Who's everybody else's? Has anybody else met a celebrity that's been like their most favourite celebrity, the most famous? Who's met any like famous celebs out there? Write the name in the comment box below. Who's your most famous?
Let us know.
Let us know. We need to find out. But Emma, who's yours?
Have you sorted out your fundraiser yet?
Emma, can we still talk about the celebrities first, Pet?
Oh yes, I heard we can.
I've just asked you a question. Who's the best celebrity that you've ever met?
Well, it's hard to say because we've met loads. I mean, we've got our best friend as one.
Oh my God!
Oh, someone said Prince Harry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jordan Parker, Scarlett Moffat. Amanda said Mark Reed from A1. Carol Hodgson, Michael Ball. I love him. Andy Fish. He has met
Chesney from Coronation Street.
We've got Chesney from Corrie. I love Chesney. Oh my word, James Thompson's met Dom French and Jennifer Saunders. Well, Ori, our friend Ori, she's worked with both of them in the Ab Fab movie. She's really good friends, and she's met Cher. Oh, I don't know if you know that. But
oh my God, Tess! Oh my God, Tess! I was gonna say there, but it was gonna come out wrong. I was gonna say Tess touched my hand. But what I meant to say is Tess, Cher has touched us.
She has.
She has.
She's
literally touched us.
She's touched us all.
Famous David Beckham.
Yeah. Who? David Beckham. Oh
David
my
Beckham,
God,
yeah.
Westlife. I love Sarah Millican. James, I love her.
The warrior of Gladiators.
Will Smith in LA. Oh my God. Oh,
No
Jen
way.
from the Gladiator. She was my crush when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, can you feel the power of the Gladiators? Woo. I love the Gladiators. You got this.
I often thought that I look a bit like lightning.
Yeah, when there's a storm. Grey and wet, and every now and again there's a flash.
What if I open my legs?
If you are talking to, I know we were talking about celebrities, but the Gladiators, people have met so many different celebs. I get starstruck. I still get like, oh my God, and I always ask for a photo, and I feel like one of them like shameless people. Can I have a picture? But I always ask for one. But you know, I loved the Gladiators as a kid. If you could have been a gladiator, which gladiator would you be and why?
Well, I would have been a mixture of them because I'm blonde, but then sometimes I had the figure of like a brunette. So if you think it is into a few, then yeah.
So you'd be like a cross between Lightning and the Wolf.
Yeah, well, I don't mind being like a mongrel.
So you're like
or a Heinz 57, like me.
Yeah, but you are daft as a brush. Did you hear what I said?
You had hun.
I said you're like a cross between Lightning and the Wolf.
Ah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the wolf crossing us.
No, now you wouldn't. Oh my God, have you seen him? He looks like a ball sack. Honestly.
What does he look like now?
Beautiful, Emma. Add him on Instagram.
Is he called the wolf?
I don't know. You'll have to find out. But then,
Google his name.
My most famous person's probably Richard Branson, Cheryl Cole, and Deck. They're mine.
Well,
And
yeah.
loads of what?
I've always been where you've been, practically at the same time, so mine will have to be the same.
Because you, honey, are a stalker. But going back to your question, if I start... What?
I was saying to you, have you sorted out your fundraising due yet?
Here I have. Yes, I have. So, my fundraiser that I said on Saturday that I wanted to do, and then I ended up putting it on Facebook and letting everybody know. And then I was a little bit worried because what I wanted to do wasn't allowed because it said by the National Trust that I couldn't. So a lovely man called Johnny from Teesside messaged me. He works for the police, and he rang the Rangers of North Yorkshire, and the Ranger, who is called Gareth from Rosebery Topping, and they have said that I am allowed to climb Rosebery Topping on Sunday and go to the top and climb in heels, in makeup, in full costume, full feathers, you name it, the lot. So this cock in a frock is going to be standing on a rock on Sunday at 8 o'clock. So there you go.
And hopefully not getting blown off. That rhymed. I was trying to slip it in there while you were talking.
It won't be 8 o'clock, but this is Tessa's climb for a much loved NHS. I'm going to be raising money for the NHS, and I can't believe I put a target of £250, and I've smashed it already in I think it was in 15 hours. We've gone over that,
Yeah.
and we're currently on our way to £400, and I'm going to climb up to the top of Rosebery Topping, and all money is going to the NHS. So a massive thank you to everybody who has donated. But this cock in a frock is going to be standing on a rock on Sunday at around about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. I don't know, because I don't want to tell anybody what time I'm going, because social distancing is still at a massive all-time high. I don't want to come in contact with people, and I don't want to, not that I would ever draw a crowd. She said, don't draw a crowd. I says, only I kind of draw a bath, let alone draw a crowd. Can you draw, Emma?
Where can you find it?
I'm 110% behind you, and I'll support you. I'm going to share it on me.
Where can you find it, Tess? Your GoFundMe page.
My GoFundMe page is on my profile. I'm going to share it again. I'll pop it on here tonight as well, just to let everybody know what I'm doing and where I'm at. And it's going to be videoed. I'm going to do some videos, and then so I might even go live at the top. Why not? It'd be a nice view, won't it? And then just to say that I've done my little bit in lockdown for the NHS. So a massive thank you to all the NHS workers. All the money is going towards PPE, and it's charities together for the NHS. So that's what I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
What?
A little birdie tells me, Tess, that you've had a book this week.
What?
I beg your pardon.
You've had a book this week.
Emma,
tell him about your book.
My book.
Oh,
bloody
God!
Emma, the way you say things.
Honest to God.
Oh my word. Yes, okay. So I am going to talk about. So I have had a book this week. And Emma, choose your words carefully. What you should have said was, you received a book this week, or you received a book through the post this week. No, Tess, you've had a book this week.
Well, I don't say book. I say book.
Right? Well, you don't. It's the way you say it. You don't say, Tess, you've had a book this week. You could have said, Tess, you received a book through the post this week. Not, Tess, you've had a book this week, because it means something different.
Oh, well, you know what I was on about.
I have. Hang on. Give us a minute. I received a little present through the post, and usually, now I didn't expect this, because I've done a show for these people, and that's how they knew my address for invoices and stuff like that. Anyway, I got sent a book from a look. Emma, what are you doing? She was like that.
Me top
a
lips
local
perspiring.
a local guy called Phil Muse wrote a book called Orphan Boys. Okay. And I saw it on Amazon and I thought, hang on a minute, Phil Muse, I've done a show. We've all done a show for Phil and Martin up at Walsingham, up the Dale. And this came through the post today, and I just want to say a massive thank you because he's put inside, he signed the Phil Muse who wrote this book has also wrote inside. I don't know if you can see, but hi Tess, thank you for being a shining light in lockdown darkness. Diva love and best wishes, Phil. Now,
Oh, that's amazing.
and he tunes in and watches every single episode of the Diva and Diva Untucked, and he's put, "Dear Tess, I hope you enjoy my book. Thank you for keeping us entertained during lockdown. Lots of love, Phil." And I can't.
Well,
When I
Faye
opened
just said
it,
it's a
I
good
just
book.
thought that is amazing, and also it's his 50th birthday. So happy birthday, Phil. It's coming up and he's spending it in lockdown. But what I want to say is a massive thank you because that means a lot. That's sending me a book in the post that you've written and I'm going to read and you've signed it. And the fact that I've got absolutely nothing to do. I'm twiddling my thumbs. I can't watch the telly because it bores me. But I will sit and I'll read that. And it's a local lad. It's a local story. And I just want to say a massive thank you, Phil, because you've made an old queen very, 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 very happy. So there we go. Thank you.
See,
so
you thought that I was being mucky, and I wasn't.
I did
being
think you were
mucky
being
at
mucky.
all.
A lot of people.
I'm not surprised if the meal what you slapped up last night. She says she can't cook.
What were you saying, Bobby, before she starts slagging me off?
Thanks. I said a lot of people are saying it's a really good book and I've read it. So it'll be a good read for you.
Well,
Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 people that have read it.
Well, Emma, between you and me, I mean, I love a good book. And what were you saying about me cooking? Go on, slag us off.
I'm not slagging you off. Look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Looked all nicely arranged. It was all set out. Looked as though like it was from like a.
It was like restaurant food.
Yeah, like one of them. Is it?
Keep going. I'm loving the compliments.
Is it like Michelin?
So, do you know what? Like, because he was really poorly when he come home from work yesterday. It was really bad, and I felt awful. So I cleaned the house top to bottom because I mucked it all out. Because honest to God, it was like awful. So I cleaned the house top to bottom, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna cook you a nice meal because he was poorly. He went up to bed. He was in bed, and I said, just go and chill yourself out. I'll cook. So I thought, right, what could I cook? And I love lost property. We all do, don't we? We love a bit of lost property in the arm. And I'm really missing steak. And I love their, what do you call them potatoes, Emma?
Oh, Duffin Summit potatoes.
You what?
Like, it's like a bit like petit pois.
It's like petit pois. Emma, what's petit pois?
Isn't that
French?
Yeah.
Isn't it a yogurt?
What I mean is how you
yogurt,
the
isn't
dialect
it?
of the word of this Duffin Summit is like le français. It's le France, French, like petit pois. You've got to say it so you've got.
What's
when you say petit pois, you've got to say it so you've got blocked nostrils. So you've got to say petit pois.
I do apologise if you have just joined us. We are talking about food, and Emma's pronunciation of the French language is absolutely hideous, and she hasn't got a clue what petit pois is. What's petit pois, Emma?
Something to do with food.
So, it was. What, so I made sirloin steak with baked vine tomatoes, a baked field mushroom with Stilton cheese. I did asparagus wrapped in parma ham, And what were the potatoes I did, Emma?
Oh, Duff and Summit.
Dauphinoise potatoes.
Say that again.
Dauphinoise potatoes.
Oh, see, that's what I mean. Dauphinoise.
There you go. And what's
Like
petit
petit
pois?
pois. That's what I mean. The link between the Dauphinoise and the petit pois is a linked thing. Mind, I'd never heard of them before.
Well, they were gorgeous, absolutely. And you know, I surprised myself because I burned toast. Honest to God, I am not a cook, but I thought I'll just make something a little bit special for him because I love him to bits. And if he's watching, he knows I love some. He knows I love some. So I thought,
Well,
How
it
did you
looked
have his steak?
absolutely gorgeous. It looked lovely.
What
It
did
was
he
all
say?
arranged out.
What did he
You
say?
can't cook, you clearly can.
I put it down in front of him and he said, "Where have you got this takeaway from?" I said, "Here, I've slaved on. I've swung my boobs over that hot plate all night." I said, "I swear to God, I said, I've got no fingernails left. I said, I've cut my fingers on the tatty peeler. I've got no mascara because I've been crying because of the onions that I cut. And then I did a creamy cheese sauce, I swear to God." And he went, "Where have you got that creamy cheese sauce from?" I said, "Oh," I said, "I knocked it up myself, all by my own." And he went, "Have you phoned Lost Property and have they delivered?" I went, "No, but I'll take that as a compliment because
I
if you
would.
think it's been cooked by a restaurant, and it hasn't, it was cooked by me.
You're good.
So I'm proud of myself. And even
Mine's
Aaron
too
down the end of the road, when I
over-exaggerate,
told him I was
mine.
cooking, he says, "I'll have the fire brigade on standby." Cheeky gets! Never underestimate Tickle. I'll try. Emma, can you cook?
No, not really.
You burn a pot noodle, don't you?
I can give you a pot noodle. That's about it, honey.
Right, a little tip before we go, because we're going to have to go very shortly, but Mr. Tickle was very, very grateful, everybody. I'm just going to put that out there. He was very grateful and he loved it. But a little tip, if you are making a pot noodle, the best thing to do is put the water in, fill it up, give it a stir, put your soy sauce in, because I like to have the chicken and mushroom one. And whatever pot noodle you have, take the tin foil lid off, right? Leave the lid on for a minute, let it soak, and then take the lid off and put it in the microwave for 1 minute, and it goes really, really thick. And me and you like our things thick, don't we, Emma?
We do, we love them thick.
Yeah, it's all about the thickness for me. So if you're going to make a pot noodle, do your pot noodle, let it stand for a minute, whack the tin foil off the lid, whack it in the microwave for a minute and watch it go thick. Oh, and if
two thick slices of bread.
Oh,
Oh, pot noodle sandwich.
Pot noodle sandwich.
Oh,
there
yes, baby, yes. Yes.
So anyway, we are going to go, because we are going over now to the Dream Boys page for Live in Lockdown. We have got 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 guests tonight, you never know. And we've got head over there. But until Saturday, we've been Divas Untucked. I've been Tess.
I've been Emma.
And Bobby's been in
And I've been Bobby.
Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the weather. And until Saturday, we're going to love you and leave you. Good night, good bless.
See you
Have fun.
Saturday.
Enjoy your pot noodles. Start cooking on.
Bye.
Chill out and drink gin. See you later. Bye.
Bye.